our scoreboard just needs to be updated. Still carrying over some points from the last match there.
Expect Joao to come out quickly with some sort of foot sweep attempt, because I think Trans will probably try to pull. There we go, but pulls.
Yeah, you said it. There's a toe hold attempt there from Joao Gabriel. That was close, but now looking to come round to the back. Explosive start here in the ultra heavyweight division. Wow, you said it, Sean, that Joao Gabriel, he needs to avoid that slow, grinding game of Alexander Trans is so well known for. But Joao Gabriel coming out with a quickness, diving on that foot.
Yeah, now he's got to be a little cautious of this toe hold. Or 50-50, here comes the toe hold attempt. Nicely done to keep that knee free. He's got to keep that knee out of there. Push that knee free. You see a good shot of that leg position. He's getting in better shape now.
Joao Gabriel, for such a big man, he moves so well. And I think part of that was due to even throughout his whole career, that he's mostly trained with lighter weight training partners. So he's got a very fluid, very dynamic style, a lot of movement.
Yeah, I always like watching him compete. He's exciting to watch. I enjoy watching his movement. I'll tell you what, we've seen more of this reverse guard today in this tournament than we have for a long
couple of years.
Yeah.
Joao Gabriel just taking a moment there, assessing the position. Trans looking for a possible leg attack, but did a good job of hiding his feet there, Joao Gabriel.
Yep. This guard is great for toe holds.
Trans has had an interesting path in Jiu-Jitsu. The last couple of years, he was actually a resident of the United Arab Emirates, teaching Jiu-Jitsu there in Abu Dhabi. Since, as we said, relocated to Brazil to train in Rio de Janeiro with GF team. And really, he told me that he hopes this will be an important moment in his career, change things up, put him in the mix with so many tough training partners that they have there in the Rio de Janeiro gym. And I did visit the gym just a couple of weeks ago to take a look at a competition training session in the run-up to the World Championships, deep into their pre-Worlds camp. And oh wow, those guys are animals. They probably train harder than any gym I've seen in the world.
Oh, that's cool.
They go head to head. And you know, Trans, he was right there in the mix with the rest of them, but he did say to me, he's like, wow, this is tough. Joao Gabriel, having moved to the States, let's be honest, if he's opening up his own academy, could questions hover over his preparation for this tournament?
Yeah, that definitely can lend itself to a little bit slow down on the training, depending on obviously what, you know, if he's running the school, or there's a lot of, if he's only teaching, well then okay.
Yeah, teaching, training, running an academy, these are all things that they don't necessarily go well together. So if he's been dividing his attention, will it have distracted from his focus for preparing for the World Championships? Let's wait and see. The results should speak for themselves. It is interesting to note that he normally competes in the Absolute division, but didn't sign up for the Absolute this year. He's been stuck in this position a while now. This is a very difficult position for both men to escape from safely.
Joao Gabriel needs to bring his left leg over the head, Trans, like that, and then get a cross face, or that left hand needs to get to the opposite side of the hip, and you need to keep your opponent on the side of their hip and sprawl. It's a grueling process.
Almost coming up on top was Trans, but
meanwhile that toe hold is going to be there.
He's definitely hunting for it. João Gabriel's doing his best to keep his foot flat on the mat. Oh, now he opens opens that, but not out of danger.
Not quite yet, but see if there he goes. Now he needs to bring that knee out. Trans is a 50-50 guy. He will definitely use the 50-50. Nice move by...
Oh, that was a great kick back there from João Gabriel. Great timing on that movement there, and now in a very strong position. Really putting the pressure on Alexander Trans is João Gabriel on top.
I'd like to see him start to bring this left leg back and over the top of the bottom leg. And he needs to get a cross face, but under the arm will be a little bit better. That's why.
Great recovery there from Alexander Trans. It looks like João Gabriel just slowly, you see him wiggling his toes there, that foot slowly squeezing out. He's going to want to free that leg and try and move around to the back.
Yeah, almost out.
The thing about Trans as well is that you often see him in these positions where he looks a little like he's kind of in a bad position, but he's so safe. He's always so solid, and you know, even with the big man on top of him like here, I'm not saying he looks comfortable, however, he doesn't seem to be in any immediate danger.
Yeah.
He's so good at remaining cool under pressure.
Yeah. I'd like to see maybe potentially João bring this right foot into the hip and start to threaten the back while he gets that left leg out. Or just create separation, one of the two.
You see the sweat on their faces there, the exertion in this position. I mean, both of them, it's a large opponent to manipulate. There's a lot of weight to move around. No wonder that they're sweating as profusely as they are, even in this lovely air-conditioned venue.
Now you see the grip of Trans. That left arm around the leg. It's going to be much more difficult now if you want to step out of that.
So a nice use of the lapel there from Alexander Trans. That's an interesting development. Yep. Passing it through and around. Got the hooking underneath the back as well. Oh, could come up here.
Yeah.
I think if he wants to unbalance João Gabriel, he's going to have to be a little bit more explosive than that.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh no, slowly, teeter-totter, might be coming up on top. There it is, very close. That's 2 points on the board for Alexander Trans. 3 minutes left in this 10-minute match, and now Trans takes the lead thanks to that 50-50 sweep. Right now, what do you think that, well, they're exploding out, get up and evening the score. I was about to ask Sean, what would you like to see João Gabriel do in this kind of position?
You know what, right there, I believe that's more of Trans playing a game than it is João countering. I think that with this much time left, you know, Trans knows he can't just hold the top there, so I think more he just sort of allowed João Gabriel to come back. See, he just sat to the hip.
The replay there, just that little switch of the hips, flicking Alexander Trans back over. Smart move there from João Gabriel, and making sure that he stays ahead on the scoreboard. It's now 2 points apiece with 2 advantages in his favor.
Yeah, João Gabriel doing a good job of keeping that sleeve, the left sleeve of Trans at bay, because Trans wants to wrap that leg up. And João Gabriel, that's the way out of the 50-50, is to make sure that that arm does not lock up. Trans trying a modified footlock grip. Pretty good one, actually, if the position is right.
He's got the Mata Leao grip.
Yeah, not really used very often in that reverse grip, but
interesting to note that coaching Alexander Trans in the corner there at Matt's side is Julio Cesar, the founder of GF Team, head coach there at the Mayor Academy in Rio de Janeiro. And also interesting to note that Alexander Trans, of course, from Denmark. However, Julio Cesar coaching him in Portuguese. Alexander Trans speaks great Portuguese, I have to say. I've hung around him a little bit, around other Brazilians, and Yeah, his Portuguese is fantastic. But the only disadvantage is, of course, that his opponent, Joao Gabriel, will be listening to all those instructions and doing his best to counter it.
That's right. So is Trans, yep, Trans going to get not only on top, but he's got a knee bar attempt. That's tight. That's tight. That is, wow.
Oh, Joao Gabriel so close. Just about managed to take the pressure off.
Wow, but able to not be swept right there.
Going belly down, just really not looking for the ankle lock as much as he is to looking to maintain the position.
Trans going to come back up.
Oh!
Is he going to get that too?
No points awarded. There's only one advantage that separates them. Now it's dead even. 2 points apiece, 2 advantages.
Oh, now a knee bar attempt.
Oh, wow, they're going at it here at the dying seconds.
Oh my goodness.
For Joao Gabriel, thinks he's won, but it's not certain yet. The scores are even. This is going to go to a judge's decision.
That's right. Is there going to be a last-second advantage or anything like that scored here? See anything yet?
Okay, we see the last attacking sequence here. They're going for it. The reversal there. So close to that knee bar was Alexander Trans, but then flipping out was Joao Gabriel. I thought the knee was almost extended. He just managed to turn out of it, and they're going belly down on the footlock. Wow, what a close match. You hear the GF team singing and chanting in favor of their adopted son, Alexander Trans. So the referees are going to have to give their verdict. Ooh, let's wait to see who is called. It's 2-1 in favor of Joao Gabriel. The center referee and one side judge scored it for the youngster from Rio de Janeiro, Joao Gabriel Rocha.
Wow, what a nice finish. That match.
You can't ask for closer, more hard-fought matches than that. Alexander Trans came so close to finishing that knee bar. Joao Gabriel, his positioning of the knee, just taking off that pressure.